Have you heard about Bakuchiol? Well, in today's video, we're going to talk all about this ingredient. What is it? Why is it being compared to retinol? Who should be using it? Should you be using it? What you can use it with? And how I am personally using it in my skincare routine. This is Bakuchiol 101. Hey guys, welcome back to Sheri Approved. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're new, welcome. And if you're already a part of the Sheri Approved family, thank you so much for clicking on today's video. As you would have heard in the intro, today we're going to be talking about Bakuchiol, which is a skincare ingredient that has been getting some buzz in the industry over the last maybe 1 to 2 years and has becoming a little bit more popular. So today I want to share with you the information that I think is relevant for you as a consumer and what you should be aware of when it comes to this ingredient in your skincare routine. So first of all, I am saying Bakuchiol. I've heard some people say Bakuchiol. I don't know which one is correct because I've heard professionals on both sides, but it is also referred to as a vegan retinol or a bioretinol, and essentially this ingredient is a naturally occurring antioxidant that is found in the seeds and the leaves of the bapchi plant. Now, the reason why there is some buzz about this particular ingredient is because there is comparison to retinol, and there are claims that this particular ingredient is producing the same effects as retinol without particular side effects. And of course, that is going to catch the attention of many people because while retinol is one of those ingredients that I wish everybody could use, not everyone could use retinol for various reasons, but most of us do want to have the impact of retinol in our skincare. So to kind of understand how Bakuchiol works, let's look a little bit in terms of how retinoids work, specifically retinoic acid, which is what all retinoids get to in order to work in your skin. So retinoic acid works on specific cell receptors that trigger an increase in a particular gene expression and the production in certain types of collagen. The long and short of that is that it ends up producing particular effects in our skin in terms of skin firmness, elasticity, while your fine lines and wrinkles decrease. Through the action of retinoic acid on your cells, there is also increased skin cell turnover, which is why we have a positive impact on acne and hyperpigmentation, and overall a more even skin tone. However, retinoids are notoriously known for creating certain side effects on the skin while you're going through this adjustment process, such as inflammation, dryness, redness, flaking. And of course, if you've been following me on any social media platform, I usually advise people how to avoid these particular unwanted side effects when you're starting retinoids. Yet this is a major concern, especially when you are getting into stronger products. So Bakuchiol is not chemically structured in the same way as retinoic acid, so it doesn't actually fit into the cell receptor the way retinoids do. However, through some mechanism, it is showing that it stimulates the same cell receptors to produce very similar results. Once Bakuchiol is absorbed into the skin, it causes the skin to produce cells at a faster rate, speeding up collagen production. And of course, that results in a lot of benefits, such as decreased hyperpigmentation, fine lines, wrinkles, even acne scarring. But it is able to do this without disrupting your skin's pH or your skin's natural microbiome. Bakuchiol has also been shown to increase skin firmness and reduce the appearance of pores. In addition, and this is not something that retinoids can do, Bakuchiol has been also shown to soothe irritated skin. And it plays well with many skincare ingredients. So you get the idea of why people will start to go down the road of comparing Bakuchiol and retinol. However, we do actually have scientific studies where Bakuchiol was actually compared against retinol. So there was an in vivo study, meaning that it was done on people that went on for 12 weeks, and one group of people used Bakuchiol, the other group of people used retinol. They were both applied twice daily to the skin for 12 weeks. At the end, they measured skin firmness, elasticity, wrinkle depth, and hyperpigmentation. The study found that there was no difference in the effects on the skin of both ingredients in all those categories. However, the main difference that they discovered between the two groups is that the group that used retinol experienced more skin irritation, particularly facial scaling and stinging. So why is this important and why does this seem to be groundbreaking in skincare? Because one, there are many people who might want to completely avoid those types of effects, and therefore they may not use retinol simply because they want to avoid those effects. Now, one of the reasons why these results are so interesting is because more and more people are saying that they have sensitive skin. In fact, in a study done in 2019, 60 to 70% of women said their skin was sensitive, and 50 to 60% of men said their skin was sensitive. And this is where Bakuchiol could come in, because while it is showing to have the same impacts of retinol on the skin, it also has the additional benefit of soothing skin irritation. So you're able to get the benefits, not have the side effects, but also have the additional impact of soothing the skin, healing the skin and reducing any irritation that the skin might be experiencing. Another difference between Bakuchiol and retinol is that Bakuchiol is photostable and it absolutely can be used both morning and evening, whereas in general it is advised to use retinol only in your evening routine. So who is Bakuchiol recommended for? Well, first of all, it is usually recommended as an alternative to retinol for people who have very sensitive skin. That's a given. And then we also want to talk about the people who generally, for whatever reason, cannot use retinol. For example, you might be pregnant or you may have certain skin conditions like rosacea, and retinol may increase your skin irritation. Bakuchiol is going to be the perfect alternative for you. But while these might be the given regular categories you might think about when it comes to the use of Bakuchiol, I want to add another category to that. And that would be people who are using retinol, but they probably cannot use retinol every night, or they probably don't want to use retinol every night, but they also want to amp up the impact of their retinol. You can also include Bakuchiol in your skincare routine, and I'll share with you exactly how. Bakuchiol and retinol can be used together. In fact, there are quite a few formulas already available where Bakuchiol is combined with retinol, whether in creams or serums, because it allows the persons to get the benefit of retinol and also the soothing impact of Bakuchiol, which could kind of stave off some of the irritating effects of retinol on the skin. That can actually allow your retinol to work better and also help increase your skin's tolerance for retinol. So yes, you can absolutely use Bakuchiol alone in your routine if you fall into one of those regular categories, very sensitive, pregnant, or have other skin issues that may be irritated by retinol. But if you are already using retinol, or you probably want to increase the strength of retinol that you're using, adding Bakuchiol to your routine could actually provide you with a great advantage. So for example, you could absolutely use Bakuchiol in your morning and nighttime routine every single day. You could use it on the nights that you use retinol, and you could use it on the nights that you don't use retinol as well. That frequency will only amp up the benefits and the results that you will see. The good thing is that Bakuchiol could be paired with almost any other skincare ingredient. So whether it is you're using peptides, using vitamin C, using niacinamide, or even using AHAs and BHAs, you can absolutely use Bakuchiol with those as well. And this is where it got very, very exciting for me. If you've been following me for a while, you guys know that I usually rotate my skincare routine. I do a retinoid night and I do an exfoliation night. My exfoliation night will include either BHAs or AHAs or a combination of both. Now, what I do to amp up my retinol benefits is that even on my exfoliation night, which would have traditionally been my non-retinol night, I use Bakuchiol. So I'm not just getting my skin to work in this particular way on the night that I use retinol, it is continuing that process even on my non-retinol nights. Now, let me just make this clear. There is no need to replace the retinoids that are working for your skin with Bakuchiol. The idea is that you can add it to your routine, especially if you probably cannot use your retinoid every single night, or you could also add it to your routine to help reduce the irritation and allow your retinoid to work a little bit better in your skin. Now, this is especially important for skin of color, where while we want to get the amazing benefits of ingredients, we need to avoid irritation, because irritation for our skin will lead to hyperpigmentation. And it really doesn't make sense that you're using an ingredient to treat hyperpigmentation that's going to cause irritation that's going to give you more hyperpigmentation. Make it make sense. Now, for me personally, I actually had experience with Bakuchiol 4+ years ago, because I discovered it when I was pregnant and needed to find an alternative to retinol. At that point in time, I didn't hear anybody talking about this ingredient, but when I researched, I found out about it, I read up a little bit more, and I used Bakuchiol throughout my pregnancy. It absolutely maintained my skin and gave that retinol impact to my skin, because as you guys know, I'm acne prone. I need retinol in my life. The thing is though, after that period passed, I went back to my retinol and I never thought about combining both ingredients until probably within the last year, when I started to get a little bit more information and understand exactly a little bit more about how Bakuchiol works, how it works with ingredients, how it works with retinol, what are the potential benefits of using them together. And that's when I started to experiment again with Bakuchiol in my skincare routine. So now I get some retinol impact on my skin every single night, because even on my exfoliation night, I use Bakuchiol as well. And I have been loving the impact on my skin. I have been able to use 0.1% retinaldehyde, for example, with no irritation at all. And I definitely want to chalk it up, yes, to using my own advice when it comes to retinoid use and increasing strength, but also because of those soothing benefits of Bakuchiol. Now, I do have a couple favorite products that I have been using and rotating in my skincare routine. I will link them down below for you, and I will probably have more detailed reviews coming up. You might see a couple of these in upcoming favorites videos as well, just because I've really been enjoying them. But just to let you know, like, these are my three main ones that I use on my face. This is the TM Vita A Bakuchiol Youth Serum, the Benton Bakuchiol Serum. This I believe is the strongest one out of all of them, and the CosDeBaha L1 Bakuchiol, which is their level 1 for somebody that's now getting into retinols and so on. So soothing, so calming, so gentle, a really good formulation. But I also have Bakuchiol products that I use under my eye area as well, that I use on my neck area as well, and there are so many things that you could use with Bakuchiol, and Bakuchiol is one of those very easy things to bring into your skincare routine. I hope that today's video was helpful for you. Have you tried Bakuchiol? What have you noticed when you added it to your skincare routine? Are you interested in trying Bakuchiol? Leave it in the comments down below. I look forward to hearing from you guys, and I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye.